In the heart of history, there is a story that transcends time, one that challenges the very foundations of human pride and defiance. Moses, a man chosen by God, stood before a king who believed himself to be invincible, the Pharaoh of Egypt. But this wasn't just any king. This was a king who dared to stand in opposition to the creator of the universe. The Bible recounts the story in the book of Exodus. Moses, led by God's command, confronted Pharaoh with a message of divine liberation. "Let my people go." Pharaoh, in his arrogance, rejected this call, not realizing that he was not just refusing a prophet, but challenging the Almighty God himself. The Quran speaks of Moses acknowledging his prophethood, but in the Bible, Moses' confrontation with Pharaoh is more than just a historical event. It's a divine battle, one that shows God's power over nations and kings. Pharaoh, despite his arrogance, was powerless against the will of God. He was faced with the miraculous plagues, the parting of the Red Sea, and ultimately, his own demise. But why didn't Moses enter the promised land? In the Bible, the reason is rooted in obedience and God's will. Despite Moses being the leader who freed the Israelites, his inability to enter the land was due to a specific incident where he, in his frustration, did not honor God properly in front of the people. Numbers 20:12. It wasn't punishment for his failure, but rather a reminder that even those closest to God must submit entirely to his will. This stands as a profound lesson. Even prophets must trust and obey fully. So, the Bible presents Moses not only as a prophet, but as a servant who followed God's direction even in the face of immense personal sacrifice. He led God's people toward freedom, but the truth that stands out is this: God's plan is greater than human understanding. The Pharaoh defied God, and his empire crumbled. His pride was his downfall. But Moses, though he did not enter the land, remained faithful to the very end. The lesson is clear. Obedience to God's will is not optional. It's life or death. Will you, like Pharaoh, defy God and face his judgment? Or will you, like Moses, humble yourself before the Almighty and trust in his plans, even when you don't fully understand them? The question remains, what will you choose today?